Harper Paperbacks and HarperAudio present The Real Mrs. Tobias, a novel, by Sally Koslow, performed by Kendra Hoffman and Callie Beaulieu. For my mother, who loved to read, with thanks. You never meet your mother-in-law on the day that you are well dressed. Creole proverb. Chapter 1. Mel. The aroma of roast chicken mingles with the top note of Dorissimo, as potent as if lilies grew in the foyer, the scent of my in-laws' hospitality. "Darling," my father-in-law says as we kiss on both cheeks, "looking gorgeous." He is a courtly throwback, able to call a woman darling without being slapped with a sexual harassment suit. Only men born before 1950 have this ability. Once, David and his son, my husband Jake, were both beyond 6 feet, though thanks to a herniated disc, my father-in-law is slightly stooped, on his way to becoming a leprechaun. If I wear heels, as I am tonight, we meet eye to eye. His are twinkly, and his headliner of a nose prominent. If David weren't such a natty dresser, he might have walked out of a folktale by Shalom Aleichem. I adore him, and the sentiment is returned. I have my issues with Veronica, my flinty mother-in-law. With David, never. Come in, he booms. There are kisses for Jake, too, to whom David says, "Your mother is in her cathedral." The kitchen. "Are the kids here yet?" Jake asks. "They texted. They'll be late." David hangs Jake's sport coat, and I toss my denim jacket on a chair. "After you say hello to your mother, join your old man for a drink." My father-in-law and I may have a mutual admiration society, but the invitation is directed only at Jake. "We can watch the World Series later. You have to give it to the Red Sox. That team is the rat's pajamas." I follow Jake as he pushes open a swinging door. On the other side, it's 1992, when his parents installed white laminate cabinets. As my husband greets his mother, he says, "Loaded for bear?" This idiom, which Jake learned at an Adirondacks boys' camp, along with a wicked butterfly stroke and a comprehensive off-color vocabulary, is their code speak when he senses that Veronica, his mother, is in a mood. "For the record, I'm not angry with your son," she scoffs, "just concerned." Who can tell the difference? I can. If a vein throbs above Veronica's left eyelid, she is in the full flower of fury. And there it is. "Hello, Mother," I say. "These are for you." I offer up a bouquet twice as big as her head. Cosmos, dahlias, freesia, hydrangeas, ranunculus. "Thank you." Veronica's split-second wince tells me she'd have preferred chocolates or wine. Her eyes scan my vest and choker. When I last wore this getup, scored at a craft show, she remarked that I looked like an escapee from a Renaissance fair. I laughed as if it were a joke. It wasn't. "Anything I can do to help?" I ask. "Please find a vase for the flowers. First closet on the right, the taller lilique is best." I know where Veronica keeps her vases. I've visited this apartment for 25 years, and little changes beyond books, always hardcover, alphabetized by author. At my apartment, books are arranged by color. My mother-in-law has told me this is an insult to authors. I walk through a hallway hung with family photos, identically framed in black with wide ivory mats. Many document Veronica's beauty, which has evolved from dainty to dignified, as if she'd willed each feature to come into sharper focus. There is only one of her as the child it is hard to believe she ever could have been. 1947, when Veronica and her mama arrived in America. After the war, her mother's hair had grown in silvered, though by the time I knew her, she was a Maryland blonde. In the picture, you can feel the day's elation as mother and daughter begin life in a new country. There are formal portraits of Jake, our twins, Jordan and Micah, and one from my wedding, taken at an angle that makes my nose
Sample complete. Ready to continue?